Ahoy, hoy, everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of Welcome to Wrexham. And since you were last with me, we have basically just been ploughing our way through the league. As you'll see, form has been rather good. We did lose to Stockport County, but apart from that, we have been unbeaten. Basically, getting a lot of clean sheets as well in the league, and one draw against Halifax Town. But apart from that, we have basically taken out the league table. You can see we're pretty clear of second place. We have been crowned champions, which is very, very cool. Means we will be going to League Two for sure next year. We're a league team. Um, that's fantastic. Today we have a double header, Bromley and Dag and Red. And we have been doing some transfer business, but you'll see that tomorrow in the transfer special. And we'll go through who all these new players are, all Premier League youngsters, really. We also got our budgets for next year as well. The moment's looking at 44,000, so looking to spend some of that. We are releasing a bunch of players as well, so you see our committed spending is only 23,000, which means we'll have about 20k wage budget free to bring new people in. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Since you last saw me as well, you'll actually see one Dior Angus has been scoring, but you'll see a new name on the list as well, and that is Ricky Vaughan. And who is Ricky Vaughan, I hear you ask? Well, he was in our most recent youth intake, and since we were so far ahead in the league, I decided to start playing him, mainly coming off the bench to start, and he was doing rather well. So we've actually been starting him in games that we should be winning and have been winning very recently. So you can see his stats are starting to go up as well, just from getting some exposure to the team. But he's had 3 starts and 7 appearances altogether. He's scored 2 goals and an assist already, and at 7.07 rating, he's looking like a really good attacking midfielder, or right winger, I should say, as well. He has been playing a little bit as a shadow striker as well, because we don't have the biggest squad depth in that position, but yeah, he's been playing out on the wing as well. So this is one to watch. We've been giving another boy a bit of a run in the team as well. Where is he? He is Mike Butler, 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential youngster as well. He's a centre back. He's been getting just a few games in the league as well, coming up from our youth team where he's played a lot of games. Just to sort of have a look at him and see if he's someone that we want to have in our team next year. So he still says he can prove a lot in the future. Has quite a lot of cons. That's all right. Hasn't really been to our detriment yet. We might as well have a look at these boys while they're here. We have a few players in on loan as well. One guy, Tyrese Palmer. Don't expect to see him in the team, so don't about him. One guy we are looking at signing potentially, though, is Jimmy. He's a 3.5-star or 4-star current ability, potentially 5-star potential player. We are waiting just for a little bit more information about him, but it says he should be considered a leading EFL 2 player. His contract is up in the summer from Blackburn, where they did sign him from Oviedo. So yeah, he looks the goods. He could be coming in next year as well, but we don't want to do too much business all at once. And we do have a goalkeeper in on trial as well, but we don't have to worry about him. Anyway, that's enough waffling. That was a fair amount of waffling. So let's go on to today's game against Bromley. This is the team that we have for us. We have Lanson in goal, back 4 of Brown, Keller, Edwards, and Horsfield out on the right, midfield of Little and Hackney, Angus, Bodu, and Vaughan making up the attacking midfield 3, and Robessi up front. You'll be asking sort of where Booty is. He's still suspended after getting sent off. So he's been suspended for a while. So hopefully he'll be coming back soon, as we do have him in our team for next year. Robessi, you might be asking why I'm playing him up front. Well, he's scored 11 goals and 9 assists so far this season and has looked the goods. I'm sort of hoping that he can make the step up to League 2 next year. So we're trying him out up front. But in any case, that is the team for the day. We're definitely not re-signing Kieran Phillips, that's for sure. We don't want him. We want a proper finisher. Let's say, they've lost 3 of the last 5 games. Let's pile on the misery. Yeah, and let's have a look at our new boy out on the right wing, Vaughan. As I said, he's looked pretty good so far. So I'm pretty keen to have him in and around the squad next year. He might go out on loan if we bring in some new reinforcements in the right winger position. But so far he's looked pretty good. So I'm hoping to keep him around and maybe make some substitute appearances. We don't have an under 23s as well, so we'll be asking for an under 23 squad in the summer, and we'll see what we'll see what Ryan Reynolds says. Um, but uh, but yeah, a little piece of information as well. Edwards, who has been ever present in our centre back on loan from Posh this season, has agreed to come back in on loan for next season as well. So he's confirmed to be part of our squad. Brown, though, Derby said that they want him to play with better players. So far, we haven't been able to convince them to let us have him back for next year. But we're working on that. We'll work on it in the summer and see how we go. As we get a foul there from Trotter, and then we have a free kick in a good position, and the highlights continuing. So you got to think it's probably going to be a goal. Hackney gets the ball, he puts it in, goes to the far post, but they can defend that and get that out for a corner. Yeah, we haven't seen too much of Vaughan yet today. It's only half an hour in. Hopefully we can see him do some more. He's looked good in the shadow striker role as well, but he's natural out on the right. So that's where I'm trying to play him. Look at Edwards. Ever present, ever safe, just heading it back. We're going to encourage them. See if that does anything. Horswood has the ball now to Vaughan. He's put the ball, switching the ball quite well actually to Angus, who brings the ball down, puts it out to Brown. Brown now has the ball. He puts it in, looking for Vaughan on the far post, but he's only a little lad. And Hackney takes a shot from far and thunders off the crossbar. And that's the end of the highlight. So, fortunately, couldn't find the goal there. But now they have think that maybe looked offside. Is it offside? No. And we go 1-0 down to mid of the table Bromley. I guess we don't have anything to play for at this end of the season, but neither do they. So I fully expect us to hit back. Why is it every time I try and record an episode for you guys, we do terrible? I swear to God, in the in-betweeny bits that you don't see, we're killing it. But it seems to be when I record or when I show you guys a game, all my players lose their shit. Maybe it was that encouragement that I that I gave them. Instead of the encouragement, let's say we're demanding more. We've had 12 shots and they've had 5. Admittedly, their 5 shots have all been on target, but we need to fix our striker position next year. That is like priority 1, bring in a freaking striker. Not pump fist. We want to point finger. Yeah, we want to see better. You're anxious, so you're probably coming off. Yeah, we're going to bring you off. Even though, to be honest, he's been our best goal threat this year. So he's not having a good game. We're going to make some changes after this highlight. We'll let this play out first. Horsfield gets the ball into Vaughan. He nods it down. Ball goes into Angus at the far post, but he can't connect. Brown gets the ball back in. Bodo is there, and he gets his 7th goal of the season. Denzel Bodo has basically smashed it into the back of the net, and we go 1-1. He's looked pretty good in the shadow striker role. I think he'll be in our team next year, there or thereabouts. He was the boy who was at Man City and Dortmund before coming to Wrexham. So we are still going to make some changes, though. Let's have a look here. So Vaughan's not having a great game. He's already on a yellow card as well, but I don't want to take him off. We're going to bring Ponticelli on up front. I'm going to give you game time. We want to bring Angus off for Phillips. Butley's on the bench as well. Both our centre-backs are on a yellow card. Considering, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we do lose, so I might take Edwards off and just give our new boy a run. We'll have a look at him for the last 20 minutes and just sort of see how he goes. Yeah, let's demand more. One more time in the end of this game. Last 15 minutes. Phillips gets the ball. He wins the challenge out on the left. He charges forward now. He brings the ball forward. He's got it outside the box. He goes himself. Poor decision. He should have definitely looked to offload that. We now have the ball back into the midfield. Horsfield is now in, and it is now 2-1 to Wrexham. James Horsfield, coming off a very long injury from this year, has forced his way back into the team, and we go 2-1 up. And you got to say, at the moment, we're looking the goods. I think we've got this one sold off. Vaughan hasn't had a great game, to be honest, but that's all right. He's pretty young, so we're not expecting him to. And he's according to the scout report, he's a good player for the division below. So, he's not always going to be able to hack it at this level. But in his first appearance coming off the bench, he scored in a game where I think we were either level or we were, or it sealed up the match. Either way, he impressed me enough to warrant another one. And Ponta Kelly again can't finish there. And that's what it is from striker position itself. We're just poor at finishing. I mean, a lot of our goals come from either the wing or from the midfield. So, yeah, what a comeback. But we've got work to do in the summer. And transfer special coming up tomorrow. So, don't miss that. But before we do that, we have our next game against Dagon Red. So I'll see you guys for that one. All right, everyone, welcome back to the last game of the season. We've made just one change. No, sorry, three changes. Sorry. We've made a bunch of changes since the last game. Coming in for Edwards, Butler is going to start at the last game of the season. Coming in for Hackney, Booty is off his suspension, so he's coming back in the playmaker role. And we're going to give Ponta Kelly start. You can see he started 12. I gave him a run of games. He started 12 games, got 13 appearances off the bench. He's only scored 5 goals. He's not good enough to be with us next year. Unless he scores like a hat trick in this game, he's not done anything to convince me that he deserves a contract. Yeah, we should be winning this one. Let's go and run up the season. We've got 103 points already. Let's get to 106, hopefully. We are away the last game of the season. Let's see how we do. Horsfield gets the board. Ponta Kelly. You know what? I was just ragging on him, but you lot have now just seen him score and you're going to think he's a hero. So he's definitely not. That's a rare occasion. Trust me. If he could do that in other games, mind you, Dagon Red also a 22nd in the league on 35 points. He's probably going to score a goal or two against them. Although I did say if he gets a hat trick, I'll consider a contract extension. It all depends on who we're bringing in the summer as well. We've got some Premier League youngsters coming in as well. One striker that looks pretty good. And Jordan Ponta Kelly has scored his 2nd and his 8th goal of the season and proving me wrong. It's been 20 minutes. That's what I need to do. All I need to do is basically doubt him and say he's rubbish, and he's going to come on and score a freaking hat trick. So he's only got to get 1 goal. I should pull him off now so that he can't, and that way, I don't have to give him a contract. Lantern does a very poor ball out, and they've got a goal back. That was terrible goalkeeping, and just shows that basically next year. I said priority 1 is a striker. Priority 2, goalkeeper. Striker, goalkeeper. We're also going to be losing, I think, a lot of our loan players, unless we can bring some of them back. So we're going to have to look at that. But we'll go through that a little bit of that at the end. We've got tomorrow, actually, for our transfer special. So we won't worry about that. But, the keeper definitely should have done that. But Denzel Boudou has scored his 8th goal of the season from that attacking midfield position. And we go 3-1 up. You can see basically here, they have the ball, poor ball back. They lose it. Boudou takes it himself just inside the area. And the keeper definitely should have done better. Just Ham is his name. That is a terrific name. So I'd sign him if he wasn't rubbish. And Dagon Red weren't 22nd in the league. My God. All right. Well, we're going to look to make a final substitutions of the year. Let's see what we want to do. Archie Brown gets the ball into Angus. He heads it on, but can't quite find anyone. Gibson hammered now for Dagon Red. Has the ball charging up the field. McKellen has it in midfield, but he's just playing it back. And yeah, they're not looking too threatening. That's new boy Butler just lumping it upfield as the non-league tradition says he should. Um, and yeah, now we've basically got the ball now to bring up, and Ponticelli has the ball, and he's gotten his hat trick. All right, good for him. He's still not getting a contract. Let's have a look at this one there. He's had a cracking game. Ponticelli puts the ball forward and makes it 4. We're going to take him off so that he can't do anything. No, we're going to leave him on. We'll leave him on, but we will bring Vaughan on in the shadow striker role just to have a look at him there. We'll bring Robesy on the right-hand side. Davies hasn't featured for quite some time, so we'll bring you on. And I think that's it. I think that's the only changes we'll look to make, unless someone gets injured. But Vaughan, he was having a good run of game before you lot rocked up to watch. So, you know, don't take these 2 games as we've got a oh, actually, can we change it? What's Vaughan's penalty? Uninterested. I mean, we definitely shouldn't, but we're gonna give the new boy a chance. Has that gone through? Yeah, it has. All right, we're gonna give the new boy a chance to cement himself as a hero in our hearts, and he tucks it away, and Vaughan gets his goal. Good for the confidence, good for the youngster. He's only 16, and he gets his 3rd goal of the season. Mind you, it's a penalty. We've kind of gifted it to him, and Dagon Red's keeper looks absolutely rubbish. But a goal's a goal, so we'll take it. We'll take it. And yeah, now we just need to really run down the rest of the game. That's kind of it. 5-1, emphatic victory. 5-2, still an emphatic victory, but not as nice on the score sheets. Conceding 2 against this lot isn't a good look. So that's fine. Yeah, good win, boys. You only got a 6.7 after scoring a goal. Good win to end the season and return dominance into victory. And yes, okay, you were good. He was good in that one game. He's still, I mean, when you look at it, right? 26 appearances, mind you, 13 starts. He scored 8 goals. That's not good enough to make the step up into League Two. I don't think it's good enough to make the step up into League Two. I mean, you can see his League Two return here. He didn't do a lot in League One or Two, and he's only a good player for National League sides. He's inconsistent, guys. Okay? He's got poor intelligence, and he's not even in our core social group. Yes, he's got 4-star potential, but at the moment he's the 4th best striker at the club. So I don't think he's someone we want to keep around. We might, depending, I said, depending who we can bring in the summer, we might offer him a contract extension, but a little bit of a preview. We already do have a striker coming in from Leeds, Max McMillan. Future transfer agreed. They set him for release. So basically, every year, Premier League clubs say, yep, you guys can go look for another club already before the 1st of July, which is when contracts are up. We took him in on trial, had a look at him. He had 5-star potential, but you can actually see here, he is already operating at a National League level, which is basically the same as Ponticelli, but has the potential to be a championship player in the future. So he's quite young. He's 18. He's already better than Ponticelli. He's coming in from Leeds. He's pacey. He's tall. He's got 11 finishing. It's not the worst, but technically he's all right as well. Decent work rate, decent aggression. He can play as an advanced forward. He can play as a pressing forward. He's everything we want in a 18-year-old striker. He's going to get better. He might not be our star striker next year, but he'll be in and around the mix as well. But we'll go through the rest of these transfers tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing a transfer special and end of season review. So basically, at the end of the year, Football Manager, there's this wrap-up report that you can sort of go through, and you can have a bit of a look at who your star people were, how you performed, and yeah, basically go through that. So we'll go through that. It'll only take a couple of minutes to go through that, and then we'll get stuck into the transfers, which at the moment we've got quite a bit of money to spend. I'm just worried that a few people have promotion wage clauses in their contracts. That's going to potentially lessen the amounts of money that we have. We're also probably not looking to maybe move too many people on. We've got a decent squad as it is, but you can see like apart from some of the youngsters, but you've got people like Jamie Record, Theo Vassell, they're not getting new contracts. Reece Hall-Jones not getting a new contract. We're going to need a new goalkeeper because he's out of contract in the season. Jay Harris is leaving the club. Durrell's already pissed off, but he's going. Redmond's going to go. Our backup goalkeeper is going to go as well. Jarvis is going to go. Like, we're just going to be losing a lot of our depth. And at the moment, the only person that we've got coming back next year is Ronnie Edwards, because they let him. If I try for Hayden Hackney, basically, let me show you. So if I go make an offer, loan offer, they would prefer him to play with higher quality players. He is showing as a League One level and potential Premier League player, best player at the club, apparently, although he hasn't looked that good. But we can't get back him. We want Archie Brown as well. Absolutely, we want Archie Brown. But if we try and make an offer again, they didn't have this before. They just said no. Okay, we don't want a preferred position. We basically want to say we can play him anywhere we like. He's going to be an important player for us, though. They want... Okay. They want the 170. Can have that. That's fine. 300. He's worth it. He's worth every penny. Important player. Oh, let's see if we can get rid of that. Damn, they want him to be able to be recalled. Hopefully they don't recall him, but we're going to make that offer. If he can stay on loan with us for next year, we've got someone who can play as an attacking midfielder, 4-star winger already. You can see that dribbling. His heading is good. His jumping reach is amazing. He'd make a great centre-back, actually. But why waste that dribbling ability and speed at centre-back when we can have him bombing up the back or coming in from the wing? He's going to be important for us next year. The 197, you saw it in the last episode, him coming in from the wing and getting those headers. He's going to look good. So hopefully we can get Brown and Edwards back in for next year. Hackney's whatever. Little's whatever. Phillips, no. Webb, I want to try and get a goalkeeper here permanently, although he's £90 a week and he's a 3.5-star goalkeeper. He's still only showing as a National League level. So we'll give him time and see where he's at. We'll see who's available actually on the 1st of July, which is when all the contracts are out. And if there's no one better, we might come back in for Lewis Webb. When's his contract up, actually? Oh, his contract expired, so they might release him. If they release him, we'll just go in for him. What's his get promoted from League 2 before he considers joining. We'll see how you go after you get released, mate, if that's still what you want to do. But anyway, enough waffling on from me. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Join us tomorrow for the end of season wrap-up and transfer special. That's it for the season, a season where we basically dominated the league with Colin up as champions, and we go into League 2 next year. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for a transfer special.